Today on just that, letting men be men, amen. Amen. We've come to notice that in today's time, amen, that men are no longer men, and sometimes it's not the woman's fault, it's the man's fault, amen. Amen. But we also know that women are enablers, amen.
Yes.
Men not being men, amen. One of the things that we did want to talk about is that the fact that the Bible says that life or death lies in the power of the tongue, amen?
Amen.
And what I think most women don't realize is that they have the ability to break or make a man with what they say. So women don't realize the power that they have in their tongue. If you speak good to your man, and you speak kind things to your man, and you build your man up and make him the king that he's supposed to be, amen, regardless of the situation, it makes for a happy home. But if you belittle your man or you talk down to him or you say things, even though he might not say anything, you bruise that man's pride and you bruise him mentally, and he becomes mentally abused. And then when he starts to move away and you wonder why, your mouth has caused you a lot of problems. And I used to be married, and I used to tell my wife, she's one of the most awesome preachers I know.
Yeah.
She's a dynamic prophet, but because of your mouth, it kills your witness.
Yes, it does.
It kills your witness. So you want to make sure as women that we're building up the men of God. One thing I love, I look at one of my friends, and he's an ex-felon, and he got married, and his wife makes $82,000 a year, and he makes $7.25 at McDonald's. But she treats that man like a king. Amen. And what she said was, she said, God gave you to me. And so what happens is that even though he's not the breadwinner, she still allows him to be the man of the house.
Yes.
Even though he is not the primary contributor, she said, baby, did you pay the bills? Even though, so it's no her money, his money is our money. There's no separation. When you're letting a man be a man, you have to make sure that you allow him to do that. A lot of us feel, we switch the roles a lot. And we have a lot of women who, they're in control, or they want to be in control, or they wear the pants in the house. They're the boss. They're the boss. It's just all right to be the boss when you're getting pampered. But when it comes to the responsibility of a man, you have to allow a man to be a man. The Bible says that the man is supposed to take care of you. Amen.
That's what it says.
So if you want to be biblically correct, you have to allow the man to take his responsibility and take care of his family. And if you don't allow him to do that and you take that away from him, now you put that man in jeopardy of straying out and moving and going here and going there. And then we wonder what happened to our marriages.
My God.
So on today, we want to talk about different types of men. There are different types of men. There are different types of women. Amen? Amen. So the first thing we want to talk about is that we have the man who is faithful but belittled. Faithful but belittled. And this man right here, he loves his wife and he loves his family, but his wife has nothing good to say about him. His wife, everything that he do is wrong. Everything that he does or says, she finds something to say about. She's a nagger. And so now she aggravates the man, and this man, he begins to get wandering eyes. And this man, he begins to talk to the sisters in the church, and guess what? They're saying the things to him that his wife should be saying, and now his mind is somewhere else. So when he's at home, he's no longer there. But then he goes out and cheats, and now it's his fault.
Jesus. That's good.
Come on here. So we got to make sure that you got, and while it's not right that he did cheat, amen, because he said honor his marriage, we got to make sure that we're taking our part in what we do.
Yes, God.
Anybody here know me? I'm a big person on taking responsibility for what you did.
Yes.
It's not he cheated.
Yes.
What led up to him cheating? What was your part in the situation? Because we always so quick to point the finger, but we never want to look at ourselves.
Come on, Apostle.
So we got to be careful that, we build this man up. And then we have these husbands that we overboost and we make them higher than God. So now you create a monster because guess what? Now he thinks he exalts himself over God. He's above everything, and this man's attitude or this man's reputation is just out of control, and now he doesn't know how to treat you because while you've exalted him above God. But the Bible says that the man is supposed to love his wife as God loved the church.
That's what the Bible says.
So if I'm supposed to love my wife as God loved the church, that means I'm supposed to protect. That means I'm supposed to give you word. That means I'm supposed to pray for you. That means I'm supposed to cover you. That means I'm supposed to lead you. That means that I'm supposed to guide you. That does not mean that I control you.
That's right. Say that again.
Come on. If it means that I'm supposed to love my wife as God loved the church, that means that God is a God of free will, which means that I don't control you. So I have a problem when I find women in relationships that symbolize to me a spirit of bondage.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good.
And this is where we want to focus a lot of our energy. I had some props, but we're not going to worry about it. So there's something that I call the handcuff relationship. And this is where you are in bondage, and you know you're in bondage because the handcuffs, they're cold and they're metal, and you are constrained and you're scared to move.
My God.
You allow this man to hit you. You allow this man to talk to you any kind of way you want. And you've now formed in your mind that this is some kind of love. But the devil is a liar. Love does not hurt. Love does not hurt. Love comes to encourage. Love comes to build. Love comes to develop. Love comes to move you forward. But because you've been in bondage for so long, you feel the cold of these handcuffs. This has become your nature, and you have allowed this man to tear you down. You walk around with your head down. You won't look up. You come in here, and then you wear a mask in the church so you can't get delivered, acting like you have a happy home, but he's really only your husband in public. But inside your house, he is your punisher.
Well, my God.
But we in church, we don't talk about these things, and we've allowed this to go on, and we have leaders that even know this is going on, and they close their eyes to it, and they won't deal with it. So now I have a question for you, is how is it that you sit under a shepherd who allow you to be abused, who allow you to go home, and it won't say nothing? Yeah, we have these men preaching, and we say they're deacons, and they're running our churches, but yet they don't know how to treat their wives at home.
My God. My God.
Come on, open your eyes. Love does not hurt. And then there's a second stage to the handcuff bondage, because once you realize that you're in bondage and he still wants to control you, what he now does, he takes the handcuffs off for a minute and he go wrap them in some rabbit fur and then he puts them back on. So now you think that you ain't in bondage no more because you don't feel the cold of the metal, but you're still restrained and you're still being controlled. Control is a form of the enemy.
Yes, it is.
Anytime a man has to control you, tell you where you can go, what you're going to do, that is too much. I remember when I was dating in high school, and I was the same person when I graduated. And so what would happen is, I'd be like, she'd be like, what you doing? I'm about to go out. And she'd go, where you at? I'm over here. Where you at? I'm over here. What you doing? I'm over here. And so one day I said, why you keep asking me where I'm at? And I was talking to my grandma. And so I was sitting there, and she called me 5 times while I was with my grandma. I said, where you at? What y'all doing? And my grandma said, she don't care about what you're doing. What she trying to do is find out, make sure that you're not going to run into the same place that she at, so you don't see who she with, and she don't get busted.
Come on now, sir.
If we are in a relationship and we are married or even we're dating, if I trust you, I don't have to know your every single move. I don't think that you're being sneaky and there's a level of trust. But when there's no trust, I need to know when you move right. I need to know when you move left. I need to know when you move forward. Call me when you get in. Call me when you're about to leave. Let me know who you talked to while you was there so I can make sure that they don't know anybody that I know that I might be messing with behind your back. So you got to be dealing with these type of men. So here it is. We have to realize that first thing, we got to make sure that we're not being controlled. Because control will allow you to not be able to freely function, and then you think this becomes a way of life. And my problem comes because eventually we get delivered, right? Eventually we get free. But now I think because this is a way of life, I carry this into my next relationship, because what we as people, not just as women, fail to do is we fail to heal between relationships. So now the first sign I see that anything that resembles what I experienced in my last relationship, I'm having a relapse.
Oh God.
So we got to make sure that between relationships we begin to heal. The next kind of bondage I talk about is the rope bondage. And this the rope bondage is the bondage they tie you up, and they might tie you to this post and tie you to this post, and now you're a little expanded, so you feel like you're moving a little bit. You feel like you got a little bit of control. You feel like, but you're still being controlled, just at a wider range.
Shut your mouth.
See, what the rope allows them to do, because the handcuffs are already like this, the rope allows them, I'm going to give you about this much room over here, I'm going to give you about this much room over here, but you still are stuck in this little box. And see, these type of men, see, they sneaky. See, these are type of men, they say, I'm only going to mess with people who got as much to lose as me. So you ain't going to never find out. Why? Because if she tell on me, I'm going to tell on her, and we both going to be in trouble. So she going to keep her mouth closed, I'm going to keep my mouth closed. And when I was preaching, and I was in a pastor's study, he told me, he said, if you're going to do it with somebody who got as much to lose as you, because guess what? They ain't going to never tell. I said, well, the devil's a lie, because I ain't going to do nothing that they can tell.
Come on now.
But this is the mindset of the man. And we got to make sure that this is why we have to pray before we get married. This is why we got to make sure that we're marrying the man that God designed for us. This is why we got to make sure that this is the woman that God designed for us. Because if you do not, you marry yourself into a bondage type situation. And when you get in there, it's hard to get free.
Go ahead. Woo, talk to us, Apostle.
So you already got a problem because the church don't believe in divorce. So now, if you get a divorce, you're going to be looked at funny. So now, not even the church has locked you into this situation that is unhealthy for you.
My God. My God.
I love the saints of old. And, I don't talk about them badly. And what I do love is I love to sit at the old people's feet. And I glean from them, but some things I have to throw away because that's not for me. Amen. So, they start talking about picking cotton and stuff like that. Amen. Praise God. But guess what? These hands ain't picking no cotton. So guess what? While I listen to what they say and I respect them, but that's something that I can push to the side. And so it is. I know that you stood in your marriage and you let your husband beat you for 20 years, but that is not God's will for your life. God is not designed for you to stay in a relationship where you are being abused and mistreated and misused.
Amen. Amen.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on. I'm supposed to be loved. I'm supposed to be cherished. And if I'm not, I can live a single life fully for Jesus.
Amen.
Fully.
So here it is that we got to make sure that we are in the right situation, because bondage is not always constrained to a little area, but sometimes it's stretched out.
Yeah. So
then I talk about another kind of bondage called the blindfold bondage. And this is where he covers your eyes. This that man, he always wanna lead you somewhere, and he don't want you to know nothing. You don't know your bank account number. You don't know how to pay bills. You don't know how to write a check. You don't know how much money coming into their house. You don't know how much money going out the house. And now when he leaves you, you are lost, because guess what? He kept you blindfolded and you knew nothing. Well, it was all just a setup. What you hiding stuff for? And we got to be careful, because these are the type of men that use you for a come up. These are the type of men, they use you as a stepping stool, and when they get to where they want to go, they're done with you. And because you know nothing, they leave you with just that, nothing. So we got to make sure that it's nothing wrong with knowing your bank account number. I'm gonna write the checks this month. You better know your information.
That's right.
Know it.
You better know what's going on. I know that you trust your husband, but you better know. What's on that?
Amen.
What's this bill coming here?
All right then.
Where this credit card come from?
Come on.
Uh-huh. I know my grandma trusts my granddaddy. But every now and then, she opened that credit card bill and she went on down the line. Make sure she ain't see no charges. That was funny.
That's right.
And if she did, it was in green highlighter. Cause she like, man, I don't even know why she like, but they were in green.
What's this?
She said, Ivan, what's this? And he always knew what it was, but I'm saying, don't be foolish. Don't be foolish.
No, he's not foolish.
You gotta make sure, same thing with your husband. To me, you gotta make sure. I always tell people, I don't want to date nobody that I gotta be looking through your phone. I don't want to date nobody that I gotta, every time your phone ring, I'll be looking over it like this.
Yeah.
See who calling you. I said, that's not the type of relationship I want to live. I don't want to live in no stressful relationship.
Yes.
I don't want to wonder where you going, where he going, if he really going, where he said he going, or if when he coming back, when he said he coming back. If you 10 minutes late, I gotta worry about did you stop somewhere else. I gotta be checking on my phone because I done put a GPS tracker on the car to see where the car at and make sure it ain't over Sister Sally's house because you done been over there cheating. You gotta make sure we gotta get healthy relationships, healthy. So we gotta make sure that we are healthy. The second part of this blindfold relationship is some of you women, you put a blindfold on yourself. We just gonna put it plain. You know he like men.
Oh, Jesus.
And you married him anyway.
Come on here now. Jesus.
You know he wasn't delivered,
Jesus.
but you married him anyway.
Anyway.
Come on.
And it's a shame that you have that little respect for yourself that you're willing to be somebody's cover and compromise not only you but your family just so that you feel some type of love.
Come on now.
That's unnatural and it's unhealthy.
Yes, it is.
What you need to be doing is that I can be your friend and I can pray that you get delivered.
Come on. Until then. Yeah.
And if God has told you and made that your assignment and God has directed you and that's your husband, you ought to pray until you get delivered.
Yes.
You ought to pray until you get right. You don't enter into no marriage in the midst of that mess.
Come on here, Lord.
Because guess what? Now what you've done, you enable him not only to do his mess, but to lie about being delivered, to lie about being free, to lie about being moving here, moving there. Because, I ain't in it no more. I'm married. I don't care you married. What I have learned in these few years, that there's more married men sleeping with men than single men.
My God.
What I have learned in these few years of preaching, that there's more preachers sleeping with preachers than there is single men in the study. I tell you, one thing, I don't go nowhere strange by myself.
That's right.
Because what I've seen down through the years make no sense.
Come on.
You in a study and you kisses and talking about orgies and what you gonna do after this and you sleeping with the praise and worship leader and he's still leaving praise. Just nasty. But then you marrying the women in the church and they sitting here looking foolish because they know what's going on, but then yet they going home with you and you sleeping in one room, she sleeping in another room, but then you only husband and wife in public.
Cover up. My God. Jesus.
Cover up! Y'all been married 3 months, he ain't touched you yet.
My God. Well, Lord.
Jesus. Something is wrong with that picture.
What was wrong with you?
Amen.
That you allow
I told him last night, I said, I love Jesus with all my heart. But I can't lay in no bed with no woman for 3 months and not touch her. We going I'm gonna feel a titty or something.
Amen.
What's wrong? You better realize.
Reality.
Come on,
Yes,
keep
it
it
is.
real. Keep 100. Yes.
Jesus.
It's life.
He ain't touched you. He ain't looked at you. Y'all laying back to back like y'all friends.
Yeah.
God.
My God. That's
I had to
a
pick the
lie.
women up
What's
off the
wrong?
floor. I had to pick the women up off the floor.
And then you crying. I didn't know. You know.
Tell the truth.
Take responsibility. You knew.
Yes, yes. On
You
yourself.
chose
Ooh, come on.
to be the cover.
Yes.
And I ain't just on our men. Women out here, y'all licking and lapping too.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, not the licking and laughing.
Touching and feeling.
Touch it. Go ahead. That's the truth.
What you with another woman for? She got on a dildo doing the same thing that a man can do you naturally.
My
Go
God.
ahead.
What's wrong?
Go ahead, Apostle.
It's nasty and it's perverted.
Tell it now. Tell it.
And so we wonder. Well, I go over to such and such church and they ain't like that. They ain't like that, but they got a same spirit of perversion. And sexual perversion will manifest itself in different ways. So it don't matter. Your pastor a hoe.
Jesus.
And you know you're a hoe. But guess what? Because he out sleeping with women, he ain't gonna talk about my sin because he out doing his sin. So now you got a whole church of nasty sexual perversion going on. You got adultery over here, fornication over there. They licking. All this stuff is going on. All because sexual perversion is in your ear. And now it's manifesting itself in different things. And it's springing up all over the church. And you got this nasty spirit going on all over here. And you wonder why people coming in and all you feel is the spirit of lust.
My God.
Jesus.
Woo. That's why it's all about money, not about the
But we don't want to stand up for stuff like that. We don't want to talk about that in the church.
We don't.
We just want to dance and we just want to get prophesied houses and cars. But we don't want to deal with the men and the women in the church. We don't want to deal with the men and women. I said in the church because those are not men and women of God because God ain't like that.
Come on now.
God ain't about that mess.
It's not about that mess. Say that.
My God.
The woman of God said last night, and I'm going to tell everybody, stop at the front door. Don't you walk through my house and drop your mess.
That's right. Go right back out
You
the
can't go out
door.
my back door. You can't go out my window. You can't go out my side door. Go back out the door that you came in. Don't drop your mess in my house.
That's right. Ooh, Jesus.
What happened to those leaders? What happened to those leaders right there?
Yeah.
You can't come in here and sit and still be the same. Because I ain't preaching against your sin. The devil is, yes, I love you just the way you are. Because when I'm going to preach the word of God, unadulterated, uncompromising, you can't drop your mess in my house.
That's right. Check your wheels.
That's good.
I remember when I first started pastoring people, I had to say, grow or go. Grow or go. Because you can't in here. So we got to make sure that we're not wearing blindfolds in our relationships. That we're not putting ourselves in situations and then talking about we didn't see. Putting ourselves in situations so we didn't know. You know.
Lies.
You know. You know. Amen. Pastor LaFrance said lies. Amen. She wrote on Facebook the other day, where's the integrity of the men and women of God?
Yes.
This is the age of lies. People just lie like. And I tell people, I think, God, he delivered me from lying. Oh, I used to love it. I'll tell you a lie in a minute. You be looking at my shirt. That's a nice good shirt. What is blue? Stefone, that shirt is great. This is blue. Look. And I would try to convince you of the lie that I was telling was true. And I had no good reason for lying. You just compliment my shirt. I just like the lie.
Lies.
And then, but when I wanted to be free, I'm telling you, I would tell a lie. I said, you said something on that shirt, gray? I said, it's blue. I said, oh no, I just lied. And I started embarrassing my flesh. I started calling myself a liar. And even that got embarrassing. I didn't want to tell them no lies. Because I think, I don't want to tell nobody else I'm a liar. So, but you know, we got to crucify this flesh no matter what it takes.
That's right.
Yes.
And if it took me in embarrassing myself, I wanted to be delivered.
Amen.
See, we don't, that's a taboo word in the church today, deliverance. We don't spend no more time at the altar. We don't work with people at the altar. We moving, the spirit moving, next you hear, all right, all right.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
This is what we came for. But you spent 3 hours collecting offering because it wasn't what you wanted. We need $10 more. Can we get 5 more people to bring $20 more? You spent 3 hours on that. But you only got 10 minutes for deliverance.
Go ahead.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Men and women of God, we got to stand up.
Yeah.
Men, you got to be men. Women, you got to be women. And we gonna do this thing. We gotta do it for real. Too much faking going on in the house of God.
Too much.
Yes. Yes.
So let me be a man. All these men running around here talking about women, what they want to do. They want to preach. They want to be bishop. They want to be apostle. Where are you at?
Where?
That's right.
Where are you at? You in the strip club while they in the church.
My God.
You down in the bar while they working on deliverance.
Jesus.
You out clubbing and they out here feeding. Where are you, man of God? We want to be men entitled, but we don't want to be men in responsibility.
Yes.
Come on now, God.
Teach now.
Yes, he is.
The next thing I want to talk about is the transferable spirit. And this is why a lot of us need to heal between relationship to relationship, because let's tell the truth, a lot of us, we didn't get married no virgin. We didn't get married no virgin. And I done had 6 or 7 sexual partners before you. And now you my husband. But my issue is that in my mind, you don't do it like he did it. So now, in my head, I'm dealing with issues that are not natural, because I want you to touch me the way he touched me. And I need you to make me moan the way he made me moan. And I need you to eat it like he ate it. Come on, tell the truth. And I need you to stroke like he stroked. And so now all these things are going in my head when I'm laying with my husband. And now I have all these unnatural thoughts going on. And I'm dealing with all these issues in my head because I didn't wait to be married.
It's tight, but it's right.
So now, I'm drawn away from my husband, and my mind's over here, and I called him the wrong name.
Woo-wee. Shut your mouth.
Come on. So now I'm thinking about Bobby, but my husband named John. But what it is we have to take time to heal between relationship and relationship. And you have to allow God to deal with that, because now I'm in my marriage and I'm struggling in my marriage because I didn't allow God to clean me up, because he can do it, but I didn't allow him to clean me up. So I put all that baggage from past sexual relationships into my marriage. So now I'm dealing with all this. Dealing with him, and I broke up with him 6 years ago. Not only sex, we bring the mental abuse, we bring the physical abuse, we bring the verbal abuse, we bring all those things into our past relationship. Because Harry used to yell at you and call you all types of names, you and your husband in your relationship, and then now he just got a little bit loud with you. Said, what you say? Don't be yelling at me because you ain't gonna be calling me that. Wait a minute. We were just, because I know what you, I know your type. But I didn't never deal with what Harry did to me in the past. But I ran and got married, so now that's an issue for us.
Yes.
We having a disagreement, you know what? I bow down. I just want to come give you a hug. Now you on the defensive and ready to fight because Johnny used to run over and punch you in the face. But the first sign that I see that represents anything from my past relationship, I react to, because guess what? This is what I know. This is what I didn't deal with, and this is what I used to. And I said, ain't no nothing nigga gonna hit me again. I promise you. Right. So I done took some boxes and I'm ready for you.
Down.
So Johnny beat me down, but I'm about to beat you down.
I can take you.
Right?
Help us.
So we don't deal with the issues.
Oh God.
We don't deal with the issue. We don't deal with it. So some of us, we bipolar in our relationships. And so we got to make sure. Because some of us, we're like Tamar. You know, there was 3 Tamars in the Bible, but I'm talking about the one that was David's daughter that was raped by her brother. And so we've been raped by people who said they loved us. We've been touched and violated by people who said they loved us. And guess what? And the family said, cover it up. It ain't gonna happen again. Cover it up. But guess what? Uncle Johnny touched you, and he touched your cousin, and he touched your other cousin. And now you got molestation going all through the family. But everybody said it was only you, so you ain't saying nothing. She ain't saying nothing. She ain't saying nothing. And now it's 3 generations later, Uncle Johnny's still putting his nasty hands on the family.
Yes. My God.
Because we don't deal with the issues. We got to make sure that we're dealing with this. We've been silent for too long. There's nobody that loves you that's going to tell you that it was all right that he raped you.
I know that's right.
There's nobody that's going to tell you that it was all right that he molested you, that he touched you. We got to deal with the issue. We have to expose the enemy.
Expose the
That's
enemy.
right.
Yes, sir.
Because guess what? If we don't expose it, he's going to keep on moving. He's going to keep on moving. He's going to keep on infecting. And by the time you deal with it, now it's on a wide scale. And now we need to go to family counseling because, oh, you never told me. I told you, but you didn't listen.
My God, you need to listen.
If you have to listen and you done told somebody, tell somebody else. And tell somebody else. And tell them till they hear you.
That's right.
We got too many people out there. We got too many women that have an Aaliyah spirit. I'm going to give birth to everything I can until I make my husband happy. I'm going to do everything I can to make my husband love me. I'm going to do everything I can to get his attention when his eyes on Rachel. You ain't got to be second to nobody.
That's right. Come on.
You ain't got to bow down and be second to nobody. If he ain't the one for you, guess what? If he dating you and somebody else, bow out, leave. Let him have her. Because guess what? He ain't the one for you. Because the one for you only got eyes for you.
That's right.
Come on. Somebody told me that it was inhumanly possible to be monogamous.
Oh, wow.
I said, you're a liar.
I know that's right.
You're a liar. I said, what you don't know, I said, you got a sex addiction. And you need to deal with that spirit. We're going to talk about it in a few minutes too. Because it's real.
It's real.
So we got too many people that are like Leah. But what I love about Leah is that eventually, she took a while, but eventually the Bible said that she birthed praise, which means that she died and said, God, I don't care what he got going on. I know that you love me more than that. And God, I don't care what he got going on. God, I know I'm worth more than that. So eventually she moved into a place where, guess what? She took her focus off the man and focused on God. And that's what we need to do. And that's where you need to make your exit.
Yes.
Come on. We got too many people, too many women in our church with the Bathsheba spirit. Come on. And you know, I look at this story and I get mad sometimes when I hear it preached. Because while David was wrong, so was Bathsheba. You knew you was bathing where a man could see you and you knew you was married. You out here washing up outside while he gazing over here. You positioned yourself for this man to see you while your husband was out. He was trying to get you a little side piece.
Ooh.
Come on, we think it's only the men. Yeah, these women got side pieces too.
Yes. Come on.
Dipping and hiding while you at work. They up at Brother Johnny's house.
Ooh. Something's wrong with brother.
Then you come home from work. We got too many Bathshebas in the church. Put your clothes on, move your tub inside your house, and wait for your husband.
Move it inside the house.
Inside the house.
Out here bathing where these men can see. Just, What you talking about? Wearing skirts, if you go like this, I see all your yah. Stop bathing in front of these men. Got all your assets out.
Make it
All
plain.
types today. Come on.
She's all
That's for your husband. But yeah, you made it public information.
Jesus.
You now public record. Anybody can access your stuff. You just got it all out.
Ooh, shut your mouth, brother.
Bathsheba!
Heck
Get
now.
out of here.
My God. Ooh, Jesus.
We got too many Delilahs
My
in
God.
the house. Too many Delilahs in the house.
Punch in the face.
See, Delilah, you that one, you play too much. Because you the one, you running around the town seducing all the men and got them laying up in your lap. You ain't got no intention on marrying none of them. You just trying to use them for profit, trying to get what you can get. And now you wounded men, and now men going into the same type of relationship as the women because you done playing with their head. Now they think every woman playing game, and they really don't want to get married no more because they don't trust women no more
Right.
because you had them laying in your lap to get their secret and cut their hair. You don't want no man. You just want what you can get from him and you want to get on to the next one. Why? Because you said you loved them, but you sold them out.
My God.
I'm just here to find out your secrets so I can make a profit off that. Better be careful who you reveal yourself to.
Yes. Yes.
Be careful who you tell all your stuff to.
Jesus. 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 My
Be
God.
careful. We got a lot of Eves running around in the house. You got a good man, stable home, nothing going on, but you allowing some nasty snakeback nigga to whisper in your ear and tell you something that you know you ain't got no business doing, and then you're gonna take it to your man like it's right. And because we ain't real men and we don't want to stand up for the truth, guess what? We go right on down with the plan. Anybody ever thought about what if Adam stood up and said no?
I have.
Would they have been saved because the man took his rightful place and said, I'm not going to do it because God said no?
What?
Yes.
Come on now.
Adam, where you at? But yet, we a lot of too many men, we jellybacks.
Jellybacks.
Yeah, we, oh, okay, baby, I'm going to do it too. How you leave your house like that?
High glory.
Yeah, all right, Eve made a mistake, but guess what? As a man in this house, it ain't going down. God, what we got to do to get back in
That's right.
line?
That's right.
Yes, God. Yes, God.
Jesus.
I'm going to tell you, sit down. Sit down, because guess what? I got to fix what you messed up, but that's what a man does. I got to fix what you, but that's what a man does. Come on. But I got a problem. Where the Marys at in the house? That just want to wash Jesus' feet with their hair.
Yeah.
Well, God, I put you first. Guess what? Because I put you first, everything in my marriage is going to work out. God, because I put you first, guess what? I'm going to give you all that I have.